If you get this wrong here, you'll get it wrong on the test. So pay attention, we have two equations here. To solve a quadratic equation, we need to find the value of x that satisfies the equation. So in part A here, we have 2x plus 5 equals 15. Using the practical method we learn in school, it's like this. Let's isolate x and leave x alone on the left side of the equation. So for that, we need to take this plus 5 here and move it to the other side. But we move it to the other side with the inverse operation. So it will be like this. 2x stays on the left side equal to 15, and the plus, if 5 is being added, it goes to the other side subtracting minus 5. Continuing here, 2x, I'll repeat, 2x equals 15 minus 5, which is equal to 10. Now 2x equals 10. The 2 is multiplying x. 2x means that 2 is multiplying. We're going to move it to the other side of the equation with the inverse operation. And the inverse operation of multiplication is division. So it will be x will be left alone there. It's equal to 10 divided by 2, and 10 divided by 2 is equal to 5. All right, here we found the value of x equals 5. That's the value that satisfies this equation. If we substitute x with 5, it will be 2 times 5, which is 10 plus 5 equals 15. Well, now we have part B, which is a little more complex. Minus 8x plus 6 equals 4x plus 30. What are we going to do here? Everything that has a letter, everything that has a variable, equality, everything that has a number, we're going to leave on the other side. It doesn't matter if you leave it on the left side or the right side, it will give the same result. So I'll take it here, minus 8x, I'll leave it on this side, minus 8x. This guy here, which is 4x, I move to the other side. Since it's positive, it will go over as a subtraction, in other words, negative. Minus 4x stays on this side, see? 30 stays on this side too. Plus 6, I move to the other side, subtracting, so minus 6. Minus 8x with minus 4x. And I end up owing 4 more, so I owe 12. So minus 8 with minus 4 is minus 12, so minus 12x, right? That's the rule of signs, see? When the signs are the same in subtraction and addition, we repeat the sign and add the terms. So I repeated the minus sign and added here, see? 8 plus 4 is 12. Minus 12x equals 30 minus 6, which is 24. So here, look, moving minus 12 to the other side, it will be like this. X equals 24 divided by minus 12. Solving this division, x will be equal to 24 divided by 12 is 2. Since 24 is positive and 12 is negative, plus divided by minus is minus, okay? So 24 divided by minus 12 is minus 2. We found here the value of x and the root of the equation. Now, this is where a lot of people start making mistakes, so pay attention, try to solve it on your own before looking at my solution, then tell me in the comments, I'll show you now. Minus 3 is multiplying everyone inside the parentheses, and 2 is also multiplying everyone inside the parentheses. Let's use the distributive property, that famous little school nickname for it. Do you remember that from school? Minus 3 multiplies 2x. Look, minus 3 times 2 is minus 6. So it will be minus 6x minus 3 will multiply minus 4 minus times minus is plus. 3 times 4 is 12. I'll repeat, plus 6 equals, and the same thing here. Look, 2 multiplies everyone inside the parentheses. Look, 2 times x is 2x. 2 times plus 5 is plus 10. I'll repeat, plus 4. Now we can solve these additions here. Look. Plus 12 plus 6. So I'll repeat here, look, minus 6x plus 12 plus 6 is 18. So plus 18 equals 2x, I'll repeat. 10 plus 4 is 14, so plus 14. Now everything with a letter I'll leave on one side of the equation, everything with a number on the other, just like we did with the first two over there. So minus 6, look, minus 6x, I'll leave it here, look, minus 6x, minus 6x, I'll move 2x to the other side. It's positive, it's being added. So move it to the other side by subtracting. Minus 2x equals, I'll leave 14 on this side, plus 18, I'll move to the other side by subtracting, minus 18. Now be careful with the sign rules here. Minus 6 and minus 2, same signs. We repeat the sign and add the terms, right? I owe 6, then I owe 2 more, so I owe 8. So minus 6 and minus 2 is minus 8x. That equals 14 minus 18. Now I have different signs. 14 is positive, 18 is negative. Different signs. We use the sign of the larger absolute value. Notice that 18 is bigger than 14. I'll use its sign, which is negative, and I'll subtract the smaller from the larger. 18 minus 14 is 4, so we have minus 8x equals minus 4. Here we can take the minus 8, which is multiplying x, and move it to the other side, dividing just like we did in the other equation. That way x will be by itself. This is equal. Minus 4 stays here over minus 8. Minus 8 is multiplying. I move it to the other side, dividing by minus 8. What are we going to do here? X will be equal to minus divided by minus gives plus. So the result is positive. Now 4 over 8 we can simplify by 4. Simplifying the top and bottom by 4, 4 divided by 4 is 1. So it will be 1 here over. 8 divided by 4 is 2. The result is positive because minus divided by minus gives plus. We found it here. Here, x equals 1 over 2. If you solved it by yourself and found this answer, let me know in the comments. Now, this is for those who really know how to solve it. Here, an equation with fractions. Take a look. 2x minus 3 over 4 plus x plus 5 over 2 equals 3x minus 1 over 4 plus 6. We can put a denominator here. Plus 6 over 1 is the same as 6, first step. We have to find the LCM between the denominators. Denominator 4 and 2. Finding the LCM between 4 and 2. Take a look. Divide by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Keep dividing by 2 here. 2 divided by 2 is 1. I repeat this one. We've finished the factorization here now. Just multiply here. 2 times 2 equals 4. In other words, the LCM between 4 and 2 is 4. The first step is to take this LCM and divide it by the denominators of the fractions. First fraction. 4 divided by 4 equals 1, I put it here. 4 divided by 2 in the second fraction equals 2. Now, the third fraction. 4 divided by 4 equals 1, and 4 divided by 1 equals 4 next step. We're going to take these results that we found. Let's multiply these results by the numerators of the fractions, the ones on top. 1 times 2x minus 3 is just 2x minus 3. 1 times any number is itself. I'll repeat it here. 2x minus 3 plus. Now 2 times x plus 5. Be careful because the 2 multiplies everything. It will look like this. 2 times x plus 5. So you don't make a mistake. Go step by step. Now here. Equals 1 times 3x minus 1. It's just 3x minus 1. I'll write it here. Plus 4 times 6, 24. Doing the distributive here, the 2 multiplies everything. You could do it directly here. It's in this step that we multiply. The 2 times x plus 5 could be done directly. But I'm doing it step by step to clear up any doubts for those who have difficulty. So 2x minus 3 plus 2 times x, 2x, 2 times positive 5 plus 10 equals 3x minus 1 plus 24. Combining like terms here. Notice that I have here 2x here and 2x here. 2x plus 2x, 4x. Now I have here, look closely, I have minus 3 plus 10, minus 3 plus 10. They have different signs. We use the sign of the bigger number and subtract the smaller from the bigger. Isn't 10 the bigger number? I'll use its sign. Plus, subtracting, 10 minus 3, 7. So minus 3 plus 10 is plus 7. This equals 3x here. I'll repeat, 3x minus 1 plus 24. Same thing as 24 minus 1, which is 23. Then we use the sign of the bigger number, plus. 24 minus 1 is 23. Everything with a letter, I leave on one side of the equation. Everything that's just a number goes on the other side, just like we did with the others. So here, 4x, I'll leave it alone here. 4x, 3x, I move to the other side, subtracting. Minus 3x equals, 23 stays on the right side. Plus 7, I move to the other side, subtracting. Minus 7, 4x minus 3x is 1x. 1x here is just x equals. 23 minus 7 is 16, so x equals 16. We found the root of our equation here. X equals 16. That means 16 is the value of x that satisfies the equation. Now pay attention to this. This is at the level of a civil service exam. This actually appeared on an exam from the Bombiña city government in Santa Catarina. Choose the value of x in the equation. Try to solve it on your own. Then tell me in the comments. I'll show you the solution step by step. Here we have 2 times the quantity 3x minus 4 plus 4 equals x plus 3 times x plus 2, first step. Let's use the distributive property. The 2 multiplies everything inside the parentheses. 2 times 3x, 6x, 2 times minus 4 minus 8. I'll repeat this, plus 4 here. Plus 4 equals. I repeat x. Plus 3 is multiplying everything inside the parentheses. 3 times x is plus 3x. Plus 3 times plus 2 plus 6. All right, the first step is complete. Now we can solve this here, so let's repeat it here. 6x minus 8 plus 4. Different signs. We use the sign of the bigger number. It's 8, I'll put its sign. We subtract the smaller from the bigger. 8 minus 4 equals 4, 6x minus 4 equals. X plus 3x are like terms. We can solve it. 1x plus 3x, 4x. I repeat, 4x plus 6. Everything with a letter on one side, everything with a number on the other. I'll leave the 6x on this side. 4x goes to the other side, minus 4x. That's equal. 3 minus 4, I move to the other side, plus 4, 6, x minus 4x equals 2x. So 2x equals 6 plus 4 equals 10. 2 is multiplying x. We can move it to the other side by dividing. So continuing here. X equals 10, continuing here over the 2 since it moved down as a divisor. 10 divided by 2 is 5, so x equals 5. We found our answer here, which is the root of the equation. So the correct answer is letter A. Whoever chose letter A here got the question completely right. Comment here which one you got wrong, easy, medium, or the exam question. If you want to stop making these mistakes for good, in my course, I take you from zero to exam level step by step. The link is here in the description.